Would you like to invite Raphael in, perhaps?
Sure. So sometimes people make fun of me, but I'll just let you know that in order for me to channel, I have to close my eyes and I make this sound and I move my hands and then I say hello. So bear with me. It does take me a minute. And then Raphael will say hello and you can say hello back.
Sure.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. We are very delighted to be here and to attune to you and your beautiful energy. And so, what is it you are wanting to talk about?
Thank you so much for connecting with us. I have tons of questions as usual. And I want to start with, can anything be healed? Let's say we have a disease, it's a very serious disease. Can we heal it with alternative medicine, with positive thinking, with all these tools? Or are there sometimes a reason that something couldn't be healed and the person pass?
We're very delighted to align with this frequency and speak on this as I am the Archangel Raphael of healing. And it is that healing of any disease or any ailment in the physical body can always miraculously be healed. However, it is also true that for the soul, they can heal and at the same time they can leave their body and they can die. For healing can be defined in different ways. For you can heal and die, and you can perhaps appear that you have healed, and you can be very ill, meaning that the healing is happening on many different levels, according and connected to the soul. In order to fully heal and to step into miraculous healing, if it is that is in alignment with the unfolding of your design and your plan and your life experience, you must embody with an absolute knowing, without any doubt within your energetic field, that you are whole, that it is so. And it is that you may understand throughout the unfolding of that process that whatever it is that you are experiencing in the physical body has descended from higher aspects of your spirit and from the emotional realm before it drops down into the physical realm as something that is mirroring to you, something that is inviting you to heal on many different levels. And so, if the healing is only occurring or taking place on a physical level, then it is that you are not actually healing. You are healing, yes, the physical ailment, but if you are not addressing the emotional component and the mental component and the spiritual component, the actual healing itself has not come into wholeness. And so, that in which you are healing from or appear to have healed from will not be permanent, and something else will arise over time to mirror back that which is needing healing. And yet, someone at their deathbed may appear to be in dis-ease or dying and leaving the flesh, but they may have perhaps healed on an emotional level, on a spiritual level, and they are transcending and dissolving and releasing the flesh to merge back into the oneness and into the spirit and to return home. And so an actual healing has taken place. And so defining what that means is of great importance. But if you are asking if miraculous healing in alignment with the design and the unfolding of a particular soul is possible, of spontaneous healing in wholeness of who it is that they are, of course, absolutely. It is, and it is something that more and more and more and more of you will be feeling, experiencing, and doing as you recognize that it is not something to get to, but to embody. And as you embody the wholeness of your whole energetic being, and you invite love into the physical, the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual aspect of yourself. And as all of that merges and unifies into one field of light, and you attune to it and embody it in the wholeness that it is without any doubt whatsoever, the spontaneity of what is needed within the quickening on the cellular level, in on the mitochondria, within the physicality of the form, will begin to mirror the vibration in which you are carrying and holding, and you will step into that spontaneous healing. This often will become more and more positive, more and more possible, more and more prevalent as you are moving forward, as new understandings and connections to light and to color and to sound and to frequency come online in your relationship to the physiology of your body and the healing. And these modalities will become more present. However, if the human is still emotionally unable to come into alignment with love, with their own self, the disease will return.
Hmm. Interesting. Thank you so much. Speaking of healing, could you speak a bit to addiction? It could be anything: addiction to work, addiction to alcohol, which seems like a lot of people are struggling with. Is it willpower, or is it a deeper healing that needs to happen emotionally and psychologically?
Ah, it is not willpower. It is a distraction from not wanting to face, to be with, to step into presence in the uncomfortability with whatever is arising that does not want to be met. For the pain of what is arising feels too overwhelming. And so the numbing through the addiction of whatever the substance might be divorces oneself from the essence of their own being, of their source, of their soul, in the energies that are being mirrored back, that are arriving, that are needed to be felt. And so it is about feeling. It is about, in order to move into healing, there must be feeling, to feel that of which is uncomfortable and to be in the presence of it, in felt presence. And when one can truly step into felt presence of what is arising, not wanting to deny or to resist what is, but to be in the awareness of it with curiosity as it begins to arise, the energy has a place to be, and it can begin to lift and return to the oneness and to the source in which it arrived from. But when one is finding themselves unable to be present with that, for the pain feels too overwhelming, too overpowering, they will search or seek for a distraction or a way not to feel. And so it requires some bravery rather than perhaps willpower, some willingness to notice. And in the noticing, although it may be uncomfortable at first, once one is present in the presence of it for a period of time with the vibration of compassion and curiosity, it will move much faster than the idea of the mind that has locked it in the illusion that it is something to be afraid of, to disconnect from, to create separation from. And so it is ultimately around a unification with self, a union with the essence of who it is that you are, and a recognition of that which is arising, which is seeking one's attention to return to love.
Thank you for that. And sometimes I'm curious about how important it is that we do heal in this lifetime. We do know a concept as reincarnation, and that life is eternal in a way as a spirit. So won't we just get a new chance if we don't heal in this lifetime?
Of course, you will continue in the unfolding and the growing and the evolution of your soul. But in terms of the journey that you are on in this lifetime, as you are willing to meet the energy as it arises and to open to the awareness of healing, you step into a flow frequency. And that flow frequency, when there is a wholeness within your energetic being, creates synchronicity and magic and beauty and abundance and love and unity. And so it is that as you are opening to that healing, if you are willing to drop into the healing, to do what is needed to open up into that place of spaciousness, it also brings you into alignment with the frequencies of joy and grace and sweetness and compassion and love. And so that is why internally, there is this calling within all of you, within your own energetic being, to continue to grow. And when one is stuck and turns their back on that, they find their energetic field descending into spirals and vortexes of energies and systems that are continuously nagging or projecting or bringing circumstances into their experience to propel or to push them forward in the evolution of their own growing.
To watch the full video, click the link below, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel.